Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in the words of the Horowitz, TZIPISA Yeshua, yearning for redemption, talking about the Yush, the great despair that it would seem to have in these generations, that we've gone farther and farther away from Hashem, seeped deeper and deeper into the world of Averas and the like. So how could it be that we have any chance that Mashiach is going to come to us? V'alkein, therefore, says the Horowitz, Matzasi choyv l'nafshi. I have an obligation to myself, laharich lifnei hakoil, that I want to set this before everyone. We should all understand, as amitas ha'inyan, the truth of the matter, she'adarabba, what you think is a reason to be misyayish, to despair, and you're wondering, how is Mashiach ever going to come? I want to teach you through the words of the Torah and Chazal that it's just the opposite. In our generation, in our times, again, the Horowitz is speaking about 100 years ago, and we're going to see it's all the more so for us, that we should be anticipating the salvation is coming even closer. That our TZIPISA Yeshua, that we're waiting for that eventual salvation, that Mashiach is going to come, it's even more so in our generation. It would seem that if a person looks at the Tanoim, the conditions for the final redemption, that you can find written in Parshas Nitzavim in the Torah, which will be kasher noshuv el Hashem, when we return to Hashem, lishmaya b'koila, and we listen to His voice, and we do like in accordance with the command that He has commanded us to do, with all of our hearts and all of our souls, we and our children. Then, when we will listen to the Rabbi Shalom, we will heed His commands, we will do His mitzvahs with all of our hearts and all of our souls, not only us, but our children as well. Then, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will return our captives, K'mavoy Hashem, like he explains over there. Then the ultimate geula, the redemption, is going to come. But this that we see in our days, it means that our generation has not improved its spiritual standing at all, and we are not worthy of this. And therefore it would seem that the way that we are behaving, so distant from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, so steeped in sin, so much not doing the tshuva that we need to do, nor is 80% of Klal Yisrael even on board with what it means to be a Jew, so then it gives us a reason to be misyayish, to despair, that which we've written above. Says the Horowitz, at this point he's not making it easier. That you're right, there is certainly what a person has to worry about, that Mashiach is not going to come to our generation. Because if you read the Psukim in the Torah, you will see that the only way that Mashiach is going to come is if we are doing tshuva, is if we are returning to Hashem, we are using all of our might, all of our heart, our soul to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and in that way we're rectifying the sins of the generation, and therefore we're going to be welcomed in to Yemaisa Mashiach, the days of Mashiach. We're going to be accepted like the nation that Hashem wants. But if you look around the world today and you see that Klal Yisrael is not behaving in that way, and we're not doing tshuva, and we're not improving our ways, and we're not elevating ourselves in Torah and in mitzvahs, then how in the world do you think that we could be zeiches, says the Horowitz, to Yemaisa Mashiach, the Mashiach coming? It would seem to be that the writing is on the wall. We are a generation that will be bereft of Mashiach. We are going to be abandoned from HaKadosh Baruch Hu's ultimate plan of geula, redemption, because we continue to behave in the wrong way. But yet the Horowitz says, I wanted to explain to you that in this generation, Yoiser Korev L'Tzapos Yeshua, were even more worthy of anticipating the Yeshua, the salvation coming, because there's something that is miyuchid, unique, about our generation that we are going to see tomorrow, Be'ez Hashem, how he's going to touch up, he's going to explain that even in our lowly, distant generation, from all the things that we seem to need to do, therein will lie the secret to our ultimate success, that we could be the generation that brings about the Geula Shlema, the ultimate redemption, the Klal Yisrael. Have a wonderful day.